This palanita is so prolific, I'm telling you. Just amazing. Just fruits everywhere you look. Every time I turn around, there's one. I've been picking them a good amount already. And look at that basket. I don't know if I knew I was going to be picking this many today. But, this is going to be probably beefsteak. Anyway, there's like a whole bunch of the palanita. They're all over the place. There's a bunch right there. There's a bunch in there. Kind of see it. Anyway, I'm having a good time right now. So, jeez. I think I'm gonna make some sauce today, or tomato paste. So I have enough, I think, that I can make something today. So, should I say meet me in the kitchen? Anyway, so I'm gonna take the little stems off and the stem ends. Take this off. I'm gonna core this out on each one, and then I'm gonna put them in the food processor to puree. Seeds and pulp get given to the chickens, so nothing is going to waste. What I'm doing here now is I'm just going to let this sit for a few hours so that all the solids will rise and the liquids will basically sink. And then I'm going to scoop up all the stuff off the top and leave all of that liquid for later. Several hours, and as you can see, it's no longer bubbly and foamy. So all the solids have risen to the top. I mean, obviously there's going to be plenty of liquid no matter what, but it's less liquidy, let's say. So I'm just going to scoop out as much of the solid stuff. Oh, see, there's a little water now. Yeah, do you see that breach right there? Oops. It's just kind of like when you're skimming fat off the surface of like stock or something, or soup. So I'm going to try and get as much of this without adding too much of the liquid. And that liquid is still perfectly good. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just that it, I mean, it's almost half of, actually it's probably more than half. Well, no, let's just call it half. Half of this is the liquid, which really is going to be evaporated out by boiling. And so in this way you use less energy, preserve more vitamins in the tomato paste, and you also preserve the color. So it'll be a more vibrant red rather than dull and brown, which is not a terrible thing. It'll still be delicious. It's just that it won't be as fresh tasting, let's say. It'll have a more cooked taste. Anyway, let's see how much more of this I can do. I'm gonna save this for like soup or something. I could save it for smoothies or, I don't know, cooking vegetables. Yeah, I think I'm gonna so I changed my mind, and I'm gonna put this in a shallow saucepan, because this will cook a little faster. Again, I'm trying to save cooking time, preserve vitamins, and preserve flavor. So I'm going to set this to simmer, and then I'm just going to keep stirring, scraping the bottom, and as it thickens, I continue to wait for the tomato to start to simmer. I'm going to add a little bit of tomato, a little bit of salt. Yeah, that's a teaspoon, approximately. And about a quarter cup of oil. Gee, that's probably more like half a cup. Anyway, you want it to be a little bit oily, just so that I guess to help the consistency. All right, let's set this aside. All right, so it's starting to come to a boil. It's got to a nice simmer. I put it on like medium high, not too high because I don't want it to burn on the bottom. So I'm gonna let that simmer down for probably close to half an hour. But I'm just gonna keep watching it until it becomes nice and thick. In the meantime, I wanted to show you the water, the tomato water. It's fairly clear. It's not clear, but can't see through it, but it's pretty thin. So I'm saving this for soup. I'm gonna stick this in the freezer actually. So keep it on. I think it's been about 15, maybe close to 20 minutes. And it's definitely a lot thicker by now. You can kind of see the thickness here. It's no longer, it's still pretty liquidy, but it's a lot thicker. I would say this is about halfway done. It still needs a whole lot more liquid to be boiled out, so I'm just going to keep scraping the bottom. And letting it cook. I'm not continuously scraping, just every now and then, maybe after about a couple minutes, I'll scrape the sides and the bottom to make sure that it's not sticking and burning, and keep it from developing an off taste. Almost. I'm gonna give it another 5 minutes or so. So far it's been almost an hour that I'm cooking this. I thought it was gonna be half hour. It's gonna be an hour, so but it's looking good. Alright, I think this is done. Let's see. Yeah, it's very thick. Very, very thick. I think that once it cools, it'll be a lot thicker. And it'll be the way that we know when it comes out of the can. It slips off the spatula because it's silicone. But it's, as you can see, it's really thick. I'm gonna taste it because it looks so good to me right now. I threw in a couple of sprigs of herbs that I had kicking around the house. Parsley, oregano, basil, just a little bit. Because I was sort of missing the fragrance of the herbs in there. It's not sauce, so it's not supposed to have a lot of flavor. It's just a base to put into other things later on. But I bet it would have been really good if I had put onions and garlic in it too. But anyway, I'm gonna taste it now. Oh my god. Wow. Ooh, that is really delicious. I'm very pleased. Very, very pleased. I tasted it before without the herbs and it was good, but it wasn't, it was a little flat, I thought. So, you know, I mean, it's tomato paste. It's not supposed to taste like a whole lot other than tomato, but anyway, I'm gonna let this sit on the stove in the skillet for a little while to cool, and then I'm gonna stick it in a freezer bag and put it in the freezer. Okay, there you have it again, nice and thick, really thick. Yeah, this is what I think I know tomato paste to be. This consistency. I'm gonna pick out the herbs. And I'm gonna stick all this goodness. I'm not gonna get too crazy about taking out the herbs because it doesn't really make any difference actually. Maybe I'll leave them in anyway, but I'm just gonna stick it in a regular baggie. I like to put stuff in baggies, or actually whenever I have tomato paste, whenever I just turn on the lights. Whenever I open up a can of tomato paste, I always stick it in the freezer. I use a little bit and I put the rest in a little baggie in the freezer. And then I just kind of break off little pieces as I need them. I probably could have put it into a couple smaller snack size baggies, but this is fine. I think I'm gonna just lay it flat in the freezer, and so that it makes a thin cake rather than a big fat glop in the bag that's hard to handle. Alright, so there you have it. I made a massive mess. I'm gonna have to clean that up later on. But anyway, so there it is. I'm gonna stick it in the freezer like this, nice and flat. Oh, that looks so wonderful, doesn't it? Anyway, thanks for watching.